When we were growing up, I remember food to us, I would say home cooked meals, especially, were both a necessity as well as luxury. Necessity because that's what we used to eat, and luxury because we ate well in the home also. What does eating well mean? Eating well does not mean expensive things, expensive meals, fancy meals, but eating well meant we ate freshest of fruits, vegetables, whatever was in season, and the most premium quality of food we would consume, because that's my father believed that food you should not really save on, you should spend most on food. And probably because we were not really spending on anything else, no other entertainment we were spending on. We were not going out for movies, we were not spending on travel. There was hardly any other expense but food. So our entertainment was food, and that also at home. Now we had to find luxury in the necessity that was created for us, which means that once a week we used to have rice with rajma. Now, how can eating rice be luxury? When you only get it once a week, it becomes luxury, because that's in some sense ration. And we would have the best basmati rice that would be cooked for us. And we used to look forward to it every Sunday. Lunch was rajma chawal. Now, eating same thing over and over again did not make it difficult for us. We did not get bored of it. We used to look forward to it. And if anyone came to our house, again, that was something which we would look forward to, because again, rice would be cooked. It could be pulao, and so simple thing like rice, especially living in north, as opposed to roti chapati, became a luxury for us. And now that's something which may sound very difficult to get, and especially for my daughters, that how can rice become luxurious to you? Yes, but that's how it was. And I guess that we had limited choice, and there could be economic reasons also, because we were not going out too much, we were not traveling too much, and all our travels were restricted. So if we were in Delhi and my Nani's house was in Meerut, so our travels would be from Delhi to Meerut, Meerut to Delhi, Delhi to Meerut, Meerut to Delhi. So in Meerut, we would go to Chaatwala, we would go to a petrol pump where omelette was famous. And now, how could we get so much excitement with just one omelette? Yes, we used to drive that. I think that was the charm, that in that limited choice that was there, we used to get excited with whatever that was there. And even what we would get in tiffin for school, it would be roti and sabzi, or at times jam and bread. Now that's also excitement. I think that is the difference. When you have lack of choice, you learn to create excitement with what you have. And in today's generation, when the choice is more, I think the excitement somewhere is not that much, because now you have lots to choose from. And that at times may result in dilution of excitement. So while you get to taste a lot more, while you experience many more dishes, but the excitement of something different is not as much as what we used to have. We used to get excited with the smallest things. I think it's the little pleasures that we used to have, I think those moments were so precious to us. And I think that in today's Dachita's generation, I would say probably is lacking, or maybe it's understated, maybe it's not seen. But then I think those are the changes with food. Either you are adventurous or you are not. I was always adventurous, and I see that Rachita has also grown up to be very adventurous with her food. But then I think a lot has been contributed there by her travels. Right from childhood, she would travel with us, and we would make sure that we give her everything, even the most bizarre things to taste. And she would try because she was adventurous. That was not the case with her younger daughter, Kriti, who we would struggle that, okay, try this, and she would not. So I don't think that's a generational thing. That's more to do with who you are as a person. But then, because she could travel more, she traveled the world, she tasted more things, she became much more adventurous. And for us, the excitement was for us was eating out was Punjab Sweet House, where we would get garam garam samosa as well as garam garam dosa, all made by Sardarji. Now, just that, because you could not make dosa at home, it was too difficult, because there was only one tawa, which was used for roti, paratha, omelette, everything. And dosa, if you tried also, would stick on it to get the precision right, to get the batter right, because you couldn't buy batter. There was nothing that was available. So whatever was being sold at Punjab Sweet House was very good, and we looked forward to it. We didn't complain. We would not find fault with the food. We would not be. I would say I've never been fussy with food. Never. Probably we didn't have that choice. Now, did choice make me a better person when it comes to food? I don't know. I think Rachita has had a choice, but she's also not fussy. But if I were to take, relatively speaking, I would say that I am probably less fussy. And even at her age, I was less fussy. But I guess that is the generational part. And as I said earlier, it could be economic reason also, that we were excited. Having one glass of meal with Bonvita was our prized possession in the morning, and we would say, wow. And that's what we would get excited with. I don't remember any food that I ever said, ew, oh my God, it does not, oh, never. I don't know whether to take credit for that, or should I feel sorry for myself that I did not have enough when I was growing up. But I never felt that way, that I have not tasted enough. I never felt that way. So in some sense, both generations are very different. I with the least choice, I'm still excited. Rachita with lots of choice is also very lucky. I think things change, but in food it's more the personality who makes sure that whether you are in love with the comfort food or you are in love with adventurous food, it's the kind of a person you are. One thing for sure, in last 6 months, what has happened with COVID is that the whole world has changed, and I would say has changed for better, because more and more people are cooking at home, including my daughters Rachita and Kriti. They know more about all the dals, they know how it is cooked, they know everything. They never felt the need. I don't think it's the need that brought them to the kitchen. I think the distractions were less, and food became more important, the way the importance we had it when we were growing up. I can see that excitement in their eyes now, with simplest of things in the kitchen, when they make it, when they go up close and personal with food in their own kitchen.